Hi guys! So it's been forever since I made a video, and I got tagged by Erica, Crafting Erica here on YouTube, for the 100 questions no one asks. So number one, I've never been tagged. Number two, I've never made a face-to-face. Figured two birds, one stone, let's do it. So I'm not gonna lie, I've made this video about 10 times now, and I'm having to do it on my phone because my webcam thing's not set up, and my camera keeps cutting off, and it keeps cutting me off, and then it keeps jutting stuff, and it's all crazy. So I'm sorry that I look really crazy right now. I look terrible, but we were out till like 1 o'clock in the morning doing the 4th of July thing with family, and I've done this thing about 50 times now, and they've all been about half an hour apiece. So I'm going to try to zip through these really quickly and talk to you guys at the end. So 100 questions no one asks. Number one, do you sleep with your closet doors open or closed? My closet doors used to be closed, but the way my new room is set up, it's master bedroom, and then you walk through the bathroom, and then there's the closet. The bathroom lights are really, really bright, so we use the closet light as a night light for my kids if they need to use the bathroom. So it's open. Do you take shampoo and conditioner from hotels? Yes, I do. And that's because if we have family that flies in or guests that stay with us and they didn't bring any, we have backups. Do you sleep with the sheets tucked in or out? When I make the bed, it's tucked in, and by the end of the night, it's on the floor. Like, it doesn't survive. My husband and I are both feet kickers, and we thrash all over the place. Have you ever stolen a street sign? No, but I really want to. There is a street sign that says Mitchell Street on it in Las Vegas, and that is my maiden name, so I've always wanted that sign, but I've never had the guts to actually take it down. Do you use Post-it notes? I don't post them all over the place. I just write on them and then toss them for like measurements or real quick jot downs or things like that. Do you cut coupons? I used to. When I first became a stay-at-home mom, I thought, I'm gonna be that amazing mom who walks out with $500 worth of groceries for $2, or, you know, however these amazing couponers do it. I feel like I look really weird. Sorry, guys. It's just, my phone's all weird, my hair's all funky, my fan's going because it's really hot. But anyways, but by the time I would remember that I had a coupon, it would be expired, so kind of defeated the purpose. Would you rather be attacked by a bear or a swarm of bees? Bear. It's either going to go really quick or I have a good chance of surviving. I've never, knock on wood, I've never been stung by a bee, so I don't know if I'm allergic, and that would not be the time that I want to find out. Do you have freckles? Millions. All across this thing right here, just like my mom. It's the Japanese. It's just, they're all over. Do you smile in pictures? I didn't used to. I do now. Now that I've had a lot of dental work done. So, yeah, if I know that a picture is being taken of me, usually if I don't know, I'm very scowl-faced all the time. So, but if I know that a picture is being taken, I will smile. What is your biggest pet peeve? Erica, I'm right there with you. Lying. I'd rather you tell me the truth and us work through it than lie to me or sugarcoat it. Do you ever count your steps when you walk? No. Have you ever peed in the woods? Once. Have you ever pooed in the woods? Nope. Do you dance even when no one's watching? The broom and I, best dance partner ever. Chew pens or pencils? No. How many people have you slept with this week? 2. My husband and my daughter Scarlett. What size is your bed? King size. My hair's acting all weird, sorry. Song of the week. All about the bass. Is it okay for guys to wear pink? Yes. Do you still watch cartoons? All day, every day. I love cartoons. What's your least favorite movie? Right now, it's Lost Girl. I don't want to ruin it for any of you who haven't seen it yet. It's still kind of a newer movie, but didn't make my favorite list. Where would you bury your treasure? Wherever my husband couldn't find it. I know that sounds bad, but it's true. What do you drink with dinner? Pepsi or water? What do you dip your nuggets in? Sweet and sour or ranch? What is your favorite food? It's like the 10th time I've made this video and I still can't come up with anything. I like all, if it's on my plate, 9 times out of 10 I'll eat it. So, I'm not a picky eater. What movie could you watch over and over again? Gidget. The original from like the 50s with the Sandra Dee. Love that movie. Last person you kissed was Scarlett. Before I tucked her into bed. Were you ever a Girl Scout? No. I helped with the bake sale, but I was never a Girl Scout. Would you ever strip or pose nude? No. When was the last time you wrote a letter or a note on paper? I wrote personalized thank you notes to everyone who attended our wedding. A couple months ago, maybe? Can you change the oil in a car? I could if someone showed me, but no. Ever get a speeding ticket? Nope. Ever ran out of gas? Yes. And it's not a pretty picture watching someone who's 5'1" pushing a Dodge Caravan, just in case you're wondering. It's not cute. Favorite sandwich. This goes back to favorite food. I would be okay with a ham and cheese sandwich or something that was completely stacked. The only thing I don't like is pastrami, salami. Are those two different things? I think it's those two things. I don't like those. Too much pepper. Best thing you eat for breakfast? I don't eat breakfast. Don't yell. I know, it's bad. Usual bedtime, whenever my head hits the pillow. Are you lazy? Absolutely, and I'll admit it. I'm not always lazy. I mean, if there's something that has to be done, I'll get it done, but I'm kind of a go with the flow. It's the Hawaiian. I'm on Hawaiian time. I'm always an hour and 15 minutes late. Not really. That's exaggerating. 15 minutes late, maybe. When you were a kid, what did you dress up for Halloween? I honestly cannot remember ever dressing up for Halloween. My dad was a big, you don't knock on strangers' doors type of person, so I don't think we ever did Halloween. What is your Chinese astrological sign? I am a boar. How many languages do you speak? 2, English and sign language. Do you have any magazine subscriptions? No. Lego or Lincoln Logs? Lincoln Logs. Hello? Those things are huge. They're huge wooden blocks that have little divots in them and you just link them up together and you build all sorts of crazy stuff. Legos? No. They hurt when you step on them and you can't see them. They're this big. They hurt. I don't like Legos. Do I have Legos? Yeah. I don't like them. Are you stubborn? Terribly. My dad's ongoing, and it's still a joke to this day, but when I was a kid, my dad used to tell me all the time, if a plane landed on your head, the plane had a better chance of splitting before you would give in. That's bad. I know. I'm trying. I know. Leno or Letterman? Neither. I never watched either one of them. Do you watch soap operas? No. I don't know. They're too hard for me to follow. My soap opera is wrestling. I don't know how many of you are out there that watch wrestling at all, but to me, that's a male soap opera. I don't know if that counts, but I'm counting it. Are you afraid of heights? Terrified. Do you sing in the shower? Sometimes, if the radio's on and I hear a song that I like, yeah. Do you sing in the car? All the time. Do you dance in the car? Not as much as I used to. I used to jam out in the car all the time, and now, I think because of my car accident, I'm like terrified to do anything off the wall crazy. I'm sorry guys, my hair is driving me nuts. Doesn't help with the fan blowing at my face either. Ever use a gun? No. My grandfather raised all of us kids that if you're scared of the gun, don't touch it until you have proper training because you have a better chance of hurting yourself. So I just never, they scare me. Last time you took a portrait by a professional? My wedding last year. Do you think musicals are cheesy? Nope, I love them. I was a choir brat, so. Is Christmas stressful? From December 1st to December 26th, I'm freaked out. Have you ever eaten a pierogi? Sausage and cheese right now is my favorite one. Favorite type of fruit pie? Cherry. Occupations you wanted to be as a kid. I wanted to be a special needs teacher. I was a student aide for 2 years and I absolutely loved the work of it and just the amazement that these children would get in learning something new. It was just such an awesome feeling to know that I was a part of that. And I honestly thought that that was the path that I was on. Do you believe in ghosts? Not like scary, jump out of the crazy. No, I believe in guardian angels. I believe that people who love me are still watching over me. Ever have deja vu feelings? Yes. Not often, but when I do have them, they scare me. They freak me out. Take daily vitamins? No. Wear slippers? Nope. Wear a bathrobe? No. I own one. It's hanging in my closet. It's very pretty. No. What do you wear to bed? Tank top? Shorts? First concert? NSYNC? Anybody remember them? It's my favorite group. Walmart, Target, or Kmart? Walmart. Adidas or Nikes? Never owned Adidas, but I have Nike sandals. So I'm going Nike. Cheetos or Fritos? Cheetos. Peanuts or sunflower seeds? Sunflower seeds. Ever hear of a group called Tres Who? I don't even know if I'm saying their name right. I'm kind of trying to base it off of how Josie said it, but I don't know if I'm saying it right. But I've never heard of them. Ever take dance lessons? Belly dancing lessons? Thought I would strengthen the core. Didn't really stick. Is there a profession you picture your future spouse doing? Future spouse, I don't picture, but a profession I picture my spouse doing. I see him working with computers. Can you curl your tongue? Yes. Ever win a spelling bee? Have never entered one. I'm not good at that stuff. Have you ever cried from being so happy? Yes. Do you own record albums? Not yet. Do you own a record player? Not yet. My dad asked me if there was anything that I wanted for him to write in his will that I would like to have, and his record player that he used to play when I was a baby with the Monkey albums and Beatle albums and my Care Bears. Those are coming to me. I want those. Do you burn incense regularly? No. Ever been in love? I'm in love now, so yes. Who would you like to see in concert? I'm not a big concert girl. It's too loud. There's too much going on. Anxiety spikes up. But, and unfortunately it'll never happen, the one person I would have loved to have seen in concert was Michael Jackson. What was the last concert you saw? Tears for Fears. Hot tea or cold tea? I like both, but hot tea is quicker to make, so I drink more hot tea. Yes, I live in Arizona. It's 115. I drink hot tea. Tea or coffee? Coffee. Sugar or snickerdoodle? Some of these are very tough. And this, again, this goes back to me not being a picky eater, but if they were both sitting in front of me, I'd probably take one of each. I don't know how I would choose. Can you swim well? I hope so. I used to swim all the time. I was a fish out of water, but I haven't swam in so long, and I don't know. Is it kind of like riding a bike? Do you never forget? Because if you never forget, then I'm good. If not, I'm gonna sink. Can you hold your breath without holding your nose? Yes. Are you patient? Depends on the subject. Yeah, depends on the subject. Patience has worn really thin over the last couple of years, but I can be patient if I need to be. DJ or a band at a wedding? Personal preference. We had a DJ at our wedding, and he was hilarious. But I've never been to a wedding with a band. But, I mean, I would imagine that they're just as awesome. ever win a contest. I've won 2. I've won 1 giveaway here on YouTube, and I'm going to go into bragging mode. It's kind of cheesy, and you guys can laugh. It's okay. But in 5th or 6th grade, I won an art contest, which is so funny because I can't draw. But I won an art contest, and we got to come back and draw another photo of what our vision of what Vegas was. And so if you're ever in McCarran Airport and you're in the D gate and there's a kids like bubble area, you'll see at the top it says 1997 contest winners. We were the first contest winners for the contest ever. We were the first class, I guess we should say. And so there are big pictures of tiles. I think there's 4 or 5 of them. But if you look at the one that says Amy Mitchell, I drew that. And it's kind of cool because it's still there. So, it was almost 20 years ago. That's crazy. Ever have plastic surgery? No. Which are better, black or green olives? I like both, but I eat more black olives than I do green olives. Like, I don't just pick up green olives on the shelf to eat them. Knit or crochet? Crochet, definitely. I have so many knitting needles because I've tried and I really thought I was going to get into it. It confuses me like there's no tomorrow. Best room for fireplace? My living room. Do you want to get married? If I wasn't married now, yeah, I probably would. If married, for how long? We've been married a year. We've been together going on 9 years, but we've only been married for a year. Who was your high school crush? My high school crush was my first husband. We were together from the time I was 14 to the time I was 21. So he was my high school crush. Do you cry and throw a fit until you get your own way? No. Do you have kids? I have 4 beautiful children, 13, 12, soon to be 7, and 5. Do you want kids? Do I want any more kids? No, that goes back to the patience thing. I don't think I'd have enough patience for another child. What is your favorite color? My favorite color has always been red, but the blue, teal, mint green colors are growing on me, so. Do you miss anyone right now? First 2 people that come to mind that I really miss, especially around the holidays, are my ex-husband's dad. He and I were really close, and I mean, he's Pops, and holidays were his thing. I mean, he always went above and beyond for holidays. So I miss him a lot when it comes to holidays and things like that. I think about him all the time. And Grandpa Paul. We were with the family today and just talking and reminiscing and thinking about him, and one of his favorite, like, whenever we would get together, it didn't matter what we were eating, and it didn't matter how many meals Grandpa had, it was the best meal ever. I mean, you could stick a cookie in front of him and it was the best meal ever. It could be burnt and he would tell you it was the best meal he ever had. Something that happened in school. Okay, so I rehearsed this one. So, the first thing that comes to mind is my freshman year in high school. It was my birthday, and my buddy thought it would be hilarious to trash can me. Now, in high school, I was this big. I mean, I was tiny. And when he threw me in, he didn't realize that I was going to get stuck. And yeah, I got stuck. I mean, I was up to my arms and my little feet were sticking out, and my tushy was in the trash can. It wasn't good. And nobody would help me out. Nobody would, like, pull me out. So, school shut down, lights are turned off, and I'm still stuck in the trash can, and I hear whistling, and here comes the janitor. He had to unlock the lid, pulled me and the lid off, and then had to stick his foot on my tushy to pull the top off of me. I was that stuck. Yeah, that wasn't I was thinking it was funny now, but I think because I've had to say it a couple of times, it's still not really that funny. It's probably funny to you guys because it didn't happen to you, but yeah. So that's what happened to me in school. I want to tag a couple of people, and one of them being Kimmy. You know who you are. I know you know who you are. Kim from Kimbo Creations. Only because I think she would have some hilarious answers. I love watching her videos. She cracks me up. And Esther C. Craft Corner with Esther C. You and I talked about doing a face-to-face, girly girl. And here I am. So it's your turn. If you wanna. I don't want anyone to feel like they have to. Nobody's obligated to do it. But if you want to do it, come join me with the 100 questions nobody asks. So, now that that's done, my craft room is a disaster. I've been unpacking it for 2 or 3 days now because, you know, we've been all bouncing all over the house. Kids' room, our room, my other 2 kids' room, the living room. It's just been insane. And I'm kicking myself now because I didn't do a craft room tour at the old house. And I had a huge... Ooh, my chair's so squeaky. My chair wants to be part of the conversation. I had a huge craft room. It was like a formal living room type area. So on one side I had a desk, a smaller desk, a huge desk. I had a humongous, like the whole wall was just full of racks for paper and whatever I could find. And on the other side of that was my husband's desk. So it was a huge room. And again, I'm kicking myself that I didn't take any pictures or craft room tour like I should have, because I went from that to this. And it's literally probably about a little less than half the size of what I had. So it's a disaster. I'm about 75% of the way done, and I don't know how to make everything fit. So here's the thing. I'm thinking about doing some de-stash because I need to. I need to make room in here to breathe, because there's over here on this side is one section, and over there on that side is another section. And then on this wall is going to be my mom's little couch bed and her little closet area, because there's no closet. It was originally just a den, and I don't know if you guys can see. How do I point? Somebody teach me how to point. Here? Can you see my finger? This little section right here, it used to be an archway. So it goes up and around, and it was a huge arch. But they added this little section here and over here and made a door frame, put a door frame in and added a door to make it an extra room. So there's no light in here, there's no ceiling fan in here, there's no closet in here, and it's this big. Like, I'm making it work. I'm trying to. So I'm not going to do a craft room tour, but I'll give you guys a little bit of a holy smokes, her room's a disaster. So don't judge, because I'm still figuring out the pieces. Let's see if I can do this without messing up. And if I make you dizzy, I'm sorry. Don't look. Wait. So there's the door, obviously. The fan is there. This is new. We bought a shoe rack. My husband was nice enough to buy one for me so I could put my punches in there, because I had nowhere else to put my punches. And then you go this way, and this right here used to be a wine rack from my husband's store, and they were going to toss it, and he asked if he could bring it home. So he brought it home for me, and that's where all of my crochet yarns are. I got this dresser here at a yard sale for $10. And I'm going to stand up here so don't get dizzy on me. This desk here, if I can see where I'm going, is 2 filing cabinets and then a door on top, and then this little, like, hutch thing here we found actually at the end of someone's driveway, and there's a price tag in it for $500. So I was kind of shocked they didn't try to sell it or anything. They just tossed it. So we took it. It's in really good shape, and it gives me extra shelves and things like that. Up here, these two things were in a table. If you ever shop at Walgreens, you'll see, like, during Christmas time, they'll put these guys out for, like, Hot Wheels and stocking stuffers and stuff like that. Well, these were extras, and they were going to throw them out. So my husband asked if he could bring them home. So he brought them home for me. Ooh, you can see it my nose. Sorry. He brought them home for me, and I kind of use them as little pegboards or whatever. This right here is a hot mess. It's all paper, loose paper, that I'm going to go through and try to de-stash. Those are my flowers that I made for my wedding, along with my little, whoops, wedding basket underneath it. And here's the hot mess. I mean, it's just, I don't know where to put anything. It's just a disaster. So it's just really bad. And I don't know. I'm really sorry if I make anyone dizzy or sick or ill or... But I have a nice window right here, which is kind of nice, because Scarlett will be going to school this year, so I might actually get to do videos in the daytime instead of at 3 a.m. And then over here, if I can squeeze in here, that right there is just like a shelving unit from like Kmart or Walmart or something, and it just holds a whole bunch of random stuff. And then on the wall over here, this is another rack, whoops, right here that my husband got. I don't know what that's from, to be honest. I can't remember. But I have all my itty-bitty string yarns that I use to make doilies and all that stuff from there. And then Michael's flowers here. I have the cart there, which is all... Yeesh. Do you guys see this? It's like never ending. And then... Oh, watch the light. Over here is where my mom's couch is going to go. And over there, see, now we're back to the door again. Right there is where we're going to shove my mom's little rolly cart. So I'm going to slowly, don't peek, don't peek, don't peek. I'm going to sneak my way out. And that, I mean, that's it, guys. That's my whole craft room. So here's the yarn. And that's, I mean, it's itty bitty. No ceiling fan. There's an attic, which we can't use, which is okay, because attics scare me anyway. But that's the whole room. So, itty bitty, crazy, crazy. I don't know how I'm going to make it all fit. So, again, I'm going to try to flip this camera around without making anyone sick. Sorry, 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 sorry. So, here's the thing. I'm going to try to de-stash. I need to make room in here to breathe, number one. And number two, I'm still really wanting to become a consultant for close to my... Oh, sorry, that's the... Don't cover the lens. Maybe. I still want to become a consultant for close to my heart. So I'm hoping that with the de-stash, I give myself a little bit of room. And I make enough money to do my initial startup with close to my heart, and hopefully you guys will want to buy. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's where we're going. So hopefully we'll be doing crafty videos soon. I don't know what on. I'm thinking mini album. Kind of missing doing mini albums. I haven't done one in a while. I miss hanging out with you guys like crazy. And thank you all again so much for those of you, and those who haven't. I mean, it's okay. Nobody's obligated. But thank you so much for all your well wishes, your prayers, your thoughts for my family. It was really, really, really stressful that last week. Because, again, we didn't know where we were going to go. We didn't know where we were going to live. We hadn't been approved. It was freak out and stress out mode. And, sorry, I'm trying to get the hair out of my face. But... we made it, and we have a house, and we're good, we're safe, we're okay. Hopefully I can get this craft room under order soon, and we can get back to crafting. But again, I just wanted to say thank you so much. Oh, that doesn't make it any better. I was trying to get the fan out of my face. Did I make anyone sick? Sorry. thank you again so much for just your guys' support. You guys are so phenomenal. I can't even begin to explain or say thank you enough for just hanging in there with me and this crazy and insane journey every day that I live, that you guys are just with me step by step, being an amazing support group and being patient with me. So I don't want to promise a video next week, but I'm hoping to. Like I said, I really wanted to do this 100 questions because I figured, hey, it's a video, it's a chance, and it doesn't involve crafting because I can't craft right now. So it's just crazy. Anyways, I will see all of you guys hopefully again really, really soon. Thank you again so much for sticking it in there with me, hanging out with me, spending your time with me, and I mean, I couldn't ask for a better group. You guys are all so amazing. Thanks again, and I'll see you